Welcome to my channel here. My name is Aaron. I created this channel to be a place where I could discuss the esoteric sciences and arts such as astrology and intuitive development. It's a place where we can play with belief, the understanding of the benefits of ignorance and the bindings of knowledge, and how through belief the contrast divide between the self and the other, this world, can be shaped and understood in multiple different ways, and it's up to you to decide which way is optimal for your life. I have another channel called Aries Point Project. On that channel it's more of expressive stuff. This channel I want to focus more on the esoteric, so I'm speaking about astrology here. With this video I just wanted to talk about the Aries Full Moon coming up on the 9th of October. Today is the 4th of October 2022. The sun is on my Pluto, so I decided to create this channel, Prometheus Rising. I am a Uranus ascendant in Scorpio, so I channel a lot of Uranian energy. And as I say that, it's really hard to put a finger on what that is. It's very hard to objectify the subjective experience, so I use tools and intuition and sensations to help me understand what that is for me. Astrology is one of the most powerful tools, and that one is one that I have been focused on the past few years. I'm a student of life, I'm an autodidact, I am a fool, persisting in my folly, and that's how we learn. So on October 9th, we're going to have a full moon in Aries at 16 degrees, 32 minutes exactly. I have a Mars-Venus conjunction. Mars is at 16 degrees, 30 minutes in my chart. Venus is about 13 minutes south of that. My nodes are in Libra, North Node in Libra, South Node in Aries. So I'm on that nodal axis. And for me, this is the roots coming through. This full moon is about catharsis and culmination. Understanding what has been a fantasy in life and how the fantasy is being released to the paradigm shifts of what's about to occur in this world. So on that full moon we have the sun conjunct Venus in Libra. Venus will be 13 degrees, Sun 16. Mars will be at 21 degrees of Gemini. Saturn is going to be squaring, or is squaring now, Uranus. Saturn in Aries, or Aquarius at 18 degrees. Uranus at 18 degrees. Split stream consciousness. You go from the logical to the intuitive. It's hard to flip-flop in between those. On that full moon, 16 degrees Aries is the most powerful degree point for the Sun to be in the chart. And so you would naturally think that the polarity of that would be 16 Libra as the least powerful. But as you know in your own life, your weaknesses are your strengths. And your strengths can be your weaknesses. So these things, they're constantly in dynamic flow. The only static in existence is that everything is dynamic. With this full moon, we have Pluto stationed to go direct. We have Mercury at the tail end of Virgo, the anaretic degree, 29 degrees, 28. The service of the self in relation to others. How has the passion, the power, the perspective of your own psyche, your passions, your creativity, how have you given that away to an illusion, to a delusion, to a dream that no longer has resonance in this world for you or the future? And how can you, with the perspective shift, understand that that was the process for you to come to an understanding of your own power? And that your power is meaningless, is useless without something, someone to share it with, to put it towards, to develop through. This is why we're alive. It's about experience, the cultivation of emotions, the nurturing of the spirit, the feeding of the soul, the expression, the dream. So on this full moon, you may want to honor yourself, honor your ancestors for handing the torch down through countless generations. And to honor them is to honor yourself, to stand in your own power, to move in a direction which is reciprocal in life. To find the balance between your passion, your creativity, and the expression, the relations of this world. To understand what battles are worth fighting for, in which were simply just lessons in life. The maturation of your spirit through your experiences. The following day on the 10th, the 1010 portal, it's called. As Pluto goes direct, there's an inconjunction being made here. It's a shadow, it is an echo of something to come. When Mars reaches that 25-degree point, it's an energetic ghost through the mind, through the information we've known, we've been fed, we've agreed to through consensus reality dictates, through interrelational dictates. through agreements, sometimes conscious, sometimes unconscious. Shortly after Pluto goes direct, the moon will proceed to 26 degrees Aries, squaring Pluto in Capricorn. With that Saturn-Uranus square in effect, this could tell us a tale about what that's going to be relating to societally. How has your passion, your emotions, been utilized by the edifice of what has been built, the tradition of your culture, your society? How has that limited your expression? And is your expression to seek fairness in an unbalanced system, or is it to create something new? To go back to old ways which are now new once again. Simple things, true foundation, things that honor everyone through respecting the processes of life, the necessities of life, the roots of where we come from. That which is pure never dies. The well cannot be moved, but the cities, they come and go. Shortly after this Moon-Pluto square, we will have an inconjunct with Mercury at the anaretic degree of Virgo, and as Mercury crosses over the threshold of the Libra point, it will be inconjunct the Moon at 1 degree Taurus. This Aries-Taurus area of the chart, it's a very powerful section of the chart. It is an understanding of the folly of the dream, of the Piscean dream. It's the value. What has actually been worth it and what hasn't. What emotional loops have trapped the mind in a catharsis of its own processes, maturation? How are you cultivating yourself in these times? Are you aligning with a balance between yourself in this world, yourself in your old way of being, yourself and what you have believed, what other people believe still? We're coming out of a lot of delusion, a lot of illusion, a lot of fantasies within ourselves. And they're expressed at the macro scale and to societies. We just come out of something that was a complete fabrication. And we're coming into more dramas to pull our emotions, to pull us out of ourselves into this world. Some of those reasons are justified. After all, you gotta eat, you gotta sleep, you gotta drink, you gotta live. But there are many narratives being pushed right now. These are changing times. The Uranian field is coming alive. Technology, agriculture. The sun is in the solar minimum phases. Be some activity there. We're seeing how complex this world has become through simplification, through acquiescence, based on the cultivation of our comforts. And comfort kills kings and queens alike. So to stand in your power, to bring your power into balance, is to understand the value of yourself, the value of this world, and how you can align yourself with this world. How you can honor the ancestors through living your best life. Understanding reciprocity in relation. Understanding what the golden rule actually is. Understanding what sophism has been, how it's been utilized in the mass psyche through constructs of creation which we deify in society. And scholastics in the sciences. How words change, meanings change, and people recreate history daily. Not only for themselves, but for everyone else. So you gotta face your funk. You gotta understand that everything is a gift. Your ignorance is the gift of learning, gaining wisdom through knowledge, so that you can use proper application of your own skills, your own abilities in this world. The limitations of knowledge, how that golden tether may lift you up, but it binds you to a truth with which you have aligned yourself. And there are many tethers in this world. So who floats the highest doesn't mean they're number one, the Duke of New York. When you're way up in the treetops and you're swinging around and all the wind and everything, it might be exhilarating and it might look awesome, but you have no foundation. You're hanging on to something for your very livelihood, for your very expression. But as you climb down to the trunk, down to the dirt, the soil, the foundation, you realize the power is in your connectedness to this world, to yourself. So finding your authenticity and how you can bring that into this world through a balanced expression. How can you utilize your strengths? How have your weaknesses been strengths in disguised, and your strengths been weaknesses in disguised? How can you consciously cultivate yourself? That's what I feel this full moon, Pluto coming direct, and Mercury crossing the Libra point can play out for you, micro to macro. The world's going to happen regardless. It's what you do to invest in yourself that really matters in these times, especially. You know, our parents may not have had the luxury we do of seeing just how phony this world is. You look online, you look at YouTube, you look at anything, and everyone's copying each other. They're all trying to mimic the same crap. It's kind of sad. There's so much skill and potential in everyone. So do you spend your energy, your time trying to fix a broken loop problem, or do you step outside of that and create something new at these times? That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to do a reading later on. And that reading will be based on these aspects I just spoke about. Alright, so thanks for watching.